is bisecting an angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make an angle and not knowing what the angle is. I'm not going to make it any specific amount of degrees. I'm just going to make the angle. So here is one side of the angle, and here's the other side of the angle. And I don't know how many degrees that is, and I don't need to know in order to do this solution. The next thing I'm going to need in order to bisect this angle is I'm going to have to figure out where the middle of the angle is, right? So there's an easy way to do that. Basically what you do is you measure from the apex, this point of the angle, out here and out here the same amount, and then from that point out here in space and from this point out here in space the same amount. And where those cross will give you a point that's on an imaginary line that runs down the center of the angle. Well, the easy way to do this is, of course, I can measure down each leg of the angle with the scale rule, but I can also just put the point of the compass on the apex and just make a mark. Now, since I haven't changed the setting on the compass, those two measurements are identical. And then what I can do is I can put the point here, measure out that distance, put the point here, measure out that distance, and believe it or not, if I connect this point with the apex of the angle, that angle has been exactly divided in half. And that's important for things like mitering shapes that are less than, or that are not 90 degrees, things like that. So it's an important thing to know how to do because it makes a lot of things easier. Use it all the time in doing construction work in shops. It's just a very convenient thing to know. So that is bisecting an angle. You have measurement from the apex down each line, measurement from the line out here in space that's identical to, or measurement from this point out here in space that's identical to the measurement from this point out here in space. And the easiest way to do that's with the compass. And then connect the apex with that crossing point, and that exactly divides that angle in half. So that's dividing an angle.